Hello and welcome back to the Film Club. The club will talk about films we've been recently watching, viewing and enjoying. Let me know what you've been recently watching and enjoying, and if you've seen what I'm about to talk about, let me know in the comments what you thought about it. From the trailers, I knew that We Live in Time was going to be special. I absolutely adore Andrew Garfield. I absolutely love Florence Pugh as well. So them two together, I didn't even need to watch the trailer. I knew I was going to like this film, but then watching the trailer, you know it's going to just absolutely crush just every emotion that you have and just your soul. But I didn't think that it would be as brilliant as it was. There's a way that you could have told this story, and it could have just been like every relationship, illness story that's been told on the screen. But what I loved about this film, not just obviously the performances, the music in it, the cinematography, the set design, I love all of that, and we'll get into that a little bit more. But what I love about this is the way that it was edited and the way that it was told. This story is not a chronological story. It flashes around their lives. It goes from moments when she's got cancer and they've got a child to moments before they were even together and before they even had a child, and it jumps everywhere. And some people I've seen online complained that it was hard to follow, which I didn't get at all. I thought it was really simple to follow. But what I love is that 10 minutes into the film, you know that she's been diagnosed with cancer, and you know that she doesn't want to go get the treatment. She wants to live her life. And having that reveal at the beginning, before you're even connected to the characters, is such a it's a brilliant thing, because the illness isn't the centerpiece of the story. Their lives do not revolve around her falling ill and dying. This story is just about two people and their lives together, and how unpredictable and random life is, and unfair and beautiful at times, and just the way that it jumps around just makes it so that you just feel like you're watching two people's lives, and it makes you sort of just... I came away from this film just honestly wanting to hold everyone that I love tighter. Like, it just makes you appreciate life, and in that it's not all guaranteed, and it's not going to go the way it's planned out or the way you want it to, and it's unfair. But just the way that this film told the whole thing, it was just in such a stunning way that I'm struggling to figure out how to even talk about it in the right way, because like I say, it doesn't have the illness as this sort of turning point in the story where it all goes wrong. There's no place where it all goes wrong. This is just their lives. This is just moments that are... It's one of those films, sort of a little bit like Soul, that makes you love the little moments. Love the moment of her just teaching her, not even boyfriend yet because they've just been together for a night, but just how to crack an egg. And it makes it like just moments like that, and then Andrew Garfield's character passing it on to their daughter. And this film is so frustrating at times. Like, you want them to get married, but she doesn't want to, and you've got to just sort of accept this person's wishes because it's their final few moments, and then her realization at the end of actually, these are the people that are like the thing that I took away from the ending of her doing the cooking show and them being there to support her. The thing I took away from it was, these achievements and grand accolades are great, but you've got to have someone there to cheer you on. Otherwise, it's meaningless. You've got to have someone there to share the experience with. Otherwise, what does it even matter? The shared love and experience of them. When she finishes the cooking and looks up at them, and I knew that the film was drawing to a close, that was when I started crying. I felt, oh my God. And then the ice skating scene and her just drifting away from them, and the light, just the key things down to the lighting in that scene, behind them being on and behind her being closed, and just there's no death scene, there's no need for it. It's just nicely told, and then going to, like, starting the film having her doing the run and then collecting the eggs and cooking, and then him then having to do that and passing it on to the daughter, and just still trying to enjoy and love life because he's got this beautiful child that they've made together. There's so many annoyances. It's like, you want it to work, you want them to be together, you want them to... It's like the fact that he's clearly had such a hard life in the sense of, you know, he's already been through a divorce and it didn't work out, and then now he's had this after just finding, like, someone that he finally connected with. The little nods to food as well, and how big of a part food plays, like them sharing the tub of celebrations, or just how her love is clearly shown through food, and how big of a part food plays in our relationships, and just the joy that food brings, and how we celebrate with food, and how we say sorry with food by bringing pizza up to the apartment, and just little things like that. I think that was absolute brilliant storytelling. It's such a little subtle nod. Like I said earlier, the set designs, the interiors of all the houses felt so alive, but also so different for each character. Each character had their own defining sort of layouts, and it was all like chaotic or messy or clean, but there's loads of, like, her apartment is full of cookbooks and pans and exposed pottery and stuff like that, and just the attention to detail in this film is so brilliant. This is what makes this film good. Like, it's the story is fantastic, the story is brilliant, but the way it's told is what sells it, in my opinion. A story like this has been told 100 times, but when it's told in such a way as brilliant as this, you can't ignore it, and you can't... What a film. But anyway, let me know, what did you think of We Live in Time if you have seen it, and I will see you next time on The Film Club.